Hello, hello, everyone. How it be? Live chat going. That's probably not gonna work. Let's change this a little bit. Do something like this, I think. Yeah, that works. Enough. How is everyone? How is everyone? Checking 1, 2, checking 1, 2. Ba-ba-ba. Wait for a few others to get in here. I'll be in here in a few, and then we'll be working on EB, but we'll be listening. Sounds good, Jen. Sounds good. Thank you for popping in, saying hello. Let's wrap some settings real quick. Change that to that. Just that. Okay. I should disable this one. Undo. Got my like already. Don't forget to like y'all. Thanks, Jen. Let's see. Who's this one? Where did I go? Dun, 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 dun. She been making DSA? No, it's been wherever she went. 1 month ago. I haven't even seen her. Shouts. Okay, we're gonna do. Let's enable this one, I think. Where's Puppy Dog? He's chilling. Hold on, I'll show you. Let's do every 20 minutes. Okay. We'll change this to every 12. This to every 15. And then the Discord can be every 5 or... Okay. Puppy Dog. Bowser. What are you doing, Wicklebutt? Puppy Dog. Alright. Well, let me write down a few more things and then we'll get started. I don't know if other people are gonna come in and slide in a little later, but give me just 1 second. Bowser, you're fine. you. You protect us. You're our guard dog. Protector. Yep. All bark, no bite, that guy, I tell you. He's mainly just barking because he wants to go say hello to whoever it is, basically. Now he's whining. Yeah. He is that person. That person, that dog, that likes to whine a lot. He doesn't get to absolutely see what's going on. Alright, let's begin, shall we? So, how's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing well. You must see a dog. What? Does he see a dog out there? Does he see a dog out there? There was dogs barking on their back alleyway.
Poor buddy. Poor Barney. So tough. Me and you gotta protect us from everything.
He's gonna steal shit. Okay. You can come into the bedroom, but you're not gonna go butt crap crazy, otherwise I'm gonna have to kick you out. Otherwise I'm gonna have to kick you out, sir. Okay, I'll just leave the door open. If he loses his mind, I'll just kick him out again. I'm a Pepsi guy, yeah. Yep. Pepsi Zero Sugar is generally the go-to, but when they don't have Pepsi Zero Sugar, I just go with Diet Pepsi 2 liters because it's the cheapest. Alright, anyways, let's get started. I just turned on my fan. Is it very noticeable and annoying, or is it okay? Just want to know before I continue, and then it's like really bad in the background. So if it's bad, I'll turn it off. I can hear it, but it's not bad. Okay. Perfect then. Alright, let's begin. So, the things that I wanted to talk about today, or tonight, I should say, rather, is how's everyone doing so far with just gig work in general? How is your summer slowdown? Mine, I think, is starting to finally hit now a little bit in terms of like, you know, finally slowing down and having to work a little harder in terms of areas. So we do have that unfortunate thing that we need to look out for. Just remember that you guys are gonna have to put in more hours now in order to make the money that you need to make. Just wanted to bring that up. I know most of you probably know that, but I mean, I've already worked. I think want to say I'm at 25 hours now already this week, and I think I just barely passed 5:30. So let's see. I think that's right, something like that. I'm gonna say 25 hours just for sakes. So I'm at $21.20 right now, an hour, which is not very good. Granted, we do have the weekend coming up, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that could be better. But to my knowledge, I think that the weekend is going to be actually the slower times than the Monday through Thursday, because people are going to be camping, whatever it has be, doing all that sorts of stuff like that during the weekend, because summer, everyone I think is now officially off. I want to say the last of the people are finally out of school, so lots of people are out of school Monday through Thursday. I'm sure when parents are working and stuff, they'll probably get their groceries then, or like snacks for kids and stuff like that. So got to keep in mind of that. Jen, summer slowdown hit today. Last week I had a unicorn week. Yeah, I was like, you were talking about how your week was like crazy or whatever, and I was like, oh, jealous, because it wasn't a good week for me. Some of it was to blame on the fact that I didn't work more hours like I should have, but I was just really surprised when you were like, yeah, it was looking good. So yeah, just remember, keep out and keep grinding. Summer slowdown is going to be inevitable. You can't not have it. So just remember, you're going to have to put in more hours in order to make some of the money that you want to make. So we talked about that. Let's see, which one should I bring up next? Probably sub count. So at the time of this live, we are currently at 464. I know that when I recorded the outro for tonight's video that I posted, we were at 459, I believe, is what I got. So we got 5 more today, which is awesome. I know we were at 465 today, but apparently someone unsubbed, so we're at 464 again. Hey Tim, hey Chris, how's it going? Thanks for popping in, saying hello. We just talked about summer slowdown, basically just talking about how you guys are gonna have to grind out more if you want to make more. I know not everyone's full-time on this and stuff like that, so it probably doesn't affect them as much, but we do have summer slowdown, so we all got to be wary of that our areas are going to be harder to get as good of rates. But now we're talking about sub count. I'm at 464 currently subscribers, so we need 36 more, which is awesome. Love to see that. I'm gonna guess by, like I said, couple weeks, which is what I guessed at the beginning of the month before May ended, that I was gonna have about 500 around the end of June. And if we hit 500 here in a couple weeks, that is going to be roughly about my estimate of getting that number. So awesome to see there, I would say. There's not a whole lot else I gotta say about sub count, but I did want to bring it up just to see where everyone was at for that. Also, I guess I should bring up watch hours in that, because it's also included in trying to hit that milestone and stuff. We are currently at, I believe when I last looked, we were just past 2,600 watch hours, so we need just under 400 watch hours as well to hit the first milestone, which is awesome. But we'll just have to keep grinding out the numbers there as well. I got a part-time job just so I don't have to rely on DoorDash as much. Yeah, that's another way to you know, make sure that you can stay, you know, paying your bills and making, you know, ends meet kind of thing when it comes to, uh, you know, being a gig worker. You kind of sometimes have to rely on getting a part-time job. I've thought about getting a part-time job. I'm hoping that I can just stay full-time and cranking out with you guys, and you know, getting to 1,000 subs by the end of the year is kind of my goal. If I can keep you know, making enough money on Spark, I will keep grinding out lives and grinding out videos for you guys as much as I can, because I would like to honestly hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. That is the goal. But if Summer Slowdown hits me a lot harder than, you know, it's supposed to, then, you know, we might not unfortunately be able to continue the channel as strong until we hit the winter months, which is fine. You know, if I have to get a part-time job, it is what it is. Ideally, I'd like to do a part-time job like overnight, so I could still, you know, realistically put out at least a couple videos a week, or at least one. But you know, Summer Slowdown, it's inevitable. You can't stop it. You're just gonna have to deal with it and keep on trucking. So, but yeah, I believe and think that we will hit 500 before the end of the month. What does that give me? 14, 15, 16, 17 days to hit 36. So I need to hit roughly 2 a day. I definitely think that's easily doable. I can't see me not doing it. I am going to, like I said, I'm going to try and go live every single day until we hit 500 subs. You know, if I start to burn myself out, I might not do that. But tomorrow, I think I'm going to work the morning without being on live. If it does get kind of busy at the start of the day, I think I'll start it early. But if it is still kind of like how it has been for like Monday through Thursday, I think I will just go ahead and save the like 6-hour live stream until the afternoon time, just to make the content a little more exciting. Because I know Monday through Thursday, this whole like, what I think it, like I said, I think it's about 25 hours roughly I've been working. I know like half of it has been kind of boring because I have been sitting and doing nothing pretty much. We have had some good, you know, chats and conversations, but you know, there's only so much we can talk about unless someone else has something else to bring up. So yeah, I believe Chris Sparks as well. Right, Chris? I can't remember, I guess, if you spark as well. But so we talked about sub count. Let's see here. What's the next thing I should bring up? Let's bring up the update that they just rolled out. It's kind of like 2 updates they sort of rolled out. It was interesting. So for those of you who, I know it's only been out for almost 2 hours now, but the video that I just posted from Saturday's video, they finally did an update on Spark where shopping orders are like kind of different now. It is very interesting that they decided to make it so that you don't have to scan any of the items anymore in produce, and you just have to enter the quantity. I'm honestly not gonna lie, I don't think I like that. For things that are like super obvious, in terms of like corn or, you know, stuff that are in like, I don't even know what you want to call them. They're not bunkers, but like the, you know, the square bins that they have for like produce, so like lemons or limes or stuff. Sure, but like sometimes the produce kind of gets like mixed together, which kind of makes it hard to keep track of what stuff is. Like, I know I should be able to read most of the time like what the item is and stuff on the produce, but part of me actually really loved having the ability to scan the item so you can see it to make sure that the produce is right, because I don't want to end up picking it, because I don't pick a lot of produce myself in terms of like eating food and stuff. So I don't know that I really enjoy being able to just enter the quantity on some stuff. Yeah, sure, like corn for example, because they don't really have a produce tag. Yeah, I like that, but like they really fixed that issue with the corn, because I know most Walmarts were just putting the barcode like on the bin itself, so it kind of fixed that issue. Um, so I know I'm probably gonna get used to it eventually, but I was actually okay with scanning the barcodes on produce. But that's just me personally, um, because I don't want to pick the wrong item. Like romaine, what was the thing I scanned? There was something on the Walmart app that I scanned the barcode because I just wanted to make sure it was correct, and then um, and it wasn't going to be the right item when I scanned it on the Walmart app. So I was like, okay, I got to make sure, because they kind of overlapped. I don't remember what it was, um, but I scanned on the Walmart app to find the right item, got the right item, and then entered the quantity. But I just don't know that I like it that much. Now, I don't know how many of you, like I said, watched the video. I hope they fixed it, but there was one item. It is collard greens. Uh, it was the very first time I think I've ever had to pick collard greens ever. Like, I don't think I've ever had to pick collard greens. Maybe once before. Other than that, I've never had to pick collard greens. I went to enter the quantity that it wanted me to, and I really should have taken a screenshot, so I'm sorry everyone, I don't have the screenshot for it. But I went and typed 1, and it came up with an error, and I don't remember exactly what the red tag said, but it was like invalid weight. The value has to be greater than 0, the weight does. And I was like, but this isn't something that needs to be weighed. And so, I tried to substitute it. It didn't give me a substitution. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to substitute it. I want to pick the right item. So I tried to see if I could go around it by scanning the same item as a substitution, because now it's not technically a scanned item. And no, it still comes up with a pop-up, which if you do try to pick the right one before the update, it would just say you can't pick the same one that the customer wanted, which is such a silly thing, because like, why does it matter if you substitute the item with the correct item? Like, just say that I got the correct item then and put it in the system. It doesn't matter if I picked the correct item. You know what I mean? I never understood why it gave you an error. Like, if you scanned the correct item, then just update it and say you did the correct item. So did you try just putting 1? Yeah, no, that's what it was. It was 1 out of 1. I clicked it, and then once I did 1, it said that there was an invalid weight, but I don't need to put it. There was no, not only was there not an option to put like a poundage, there was only an option to put in how many quantity you had. So when you put in the 1 quantity, it said that you didn't have the correct weight, or it had to be greater than 0. So it didn't work that way, unfortunately. But so I was gonna not substitute it all, and then the customer said, oh, you can get mustard greens instead. And I told them, well, hey, just so you know, it you're good, Tim. It said, or she said, hey, you can do mustard greens. And I'm like, well, so the problem is here is there is collard greens. I can get you the collard greens. It's just the Walmart app for scanning stuff made it so that I can't scan your item, and it won't let me go through. And then I did say, like, if you pay me back, I'm fine with it. But at the same time, I looked at the price and I was like $1.25. Oh, whatever. I'll just pay the $1.25. And she did reimburse me and gave me she gave me a 5, so I got $3.75 extra tip on top of it. But it was just so frustrating, because it's like, if you are going to update the app, why are you not making sure that the app is fully working correctly before you push the update? Like, I know that's easier said than done. I totally get it. I understand. Some of you probably gonna be like, oh, well, that's easier said than done. However, this is people's money that we're messing with here. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, you did a bug in a game or something like that. It's people's money. So I understand to a certain extent, but it's one thing if the app crashes and you're not on an order and you just can't do something, but when it's something that like kind of screws with people's money, I just don't agree yet, in my opinion, I guess. But I'm hoping they fix that. But just so everyone's aware, if you ever get collard greens, if they haven't fixed it, it could be a red flag in terms of not getting the item without talking to the customer. So just a quick little heads up. But the next day, or I guess today, I think they pushed another update, which now in produce as well, with only not having to not scan the barcode anymore, you don't have to manually type in the weight anymore. You can actually finally use the QR code on the digital scale. I don't know if anyone's done any shops today. I don't know if it maybe just hit my market and it's already been in other markets, but today I noticed that on shops, if I do a produce, which is really funny because I did, I think 5 shops today and I only had 1 produce that needed to be weighed, which is so not normal for me. But you now are prompted to open your camera if you don't already allow it to fully use your camera, and you scan the QR code now on the scale, which is a little awesome. I didn't fully look at the weight that it showed up on the digital scale, which I should have, because I wasn't 100% sure when I finished. I went to check because I was so curious. I was like, okay, it used the QR scale, but did it actually put the correct weight in? And I don't think it was actually right. I don't think it was off by a lot, but I don't think it was fully on either. So I don't know because if anything, I think I undercharged the person, which was not a big deal, and Walmart will just take the hit or whatever. But I don't think the digital scale was actually fully like logged in the system correctly. But that's kind of iffy on that one. All right, let me read what I missed here. This Platinum Dasher thing is taking me away from Spark. Pretty diabolical of DoorDash. I mean, you could always just turn off DoorDash for a little bit, Chuck. Like, once it gets to round robin time, just pause your dash for 10 minutes, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know if that's a solution for you or not, but it's always an option for sure. I know that your channel is mainly DoorDash, so that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's always an option. Chris can't get on Spark, really want to, because it seems it pays way better than DoorDash. Well, and the weird thing about Spark, though, is I've been telling people this. Y'all have to keep in mind that the only reason why Spark is better than DoorDash is because you have the potential of receiving more tips, or like better tips, because you're shopping for people's groceries, which generally is a bigger payment that people are paying. And that's the only reason a lot of times is why Spark pays better, is because you rely so heavily on tips. But if you get 3 customers for a curbside drop off and they all tip you $10, well, crap, I mean, yeah, it took you an hour to do a 3 drop, but you just made 30-40 bucks because of people tipping. If DoorDash and Spark did not allow tips, DoorDash would technically be better. Barely, but technically it would be better slightly. Mainly also just because of the earn by time feature. So, but technically, yeah. So, just putting that out there. I know that's not saying anything because it's still better, but still. I'm planning to be out early tomorrow, so I'll be around for an early live if you're bored. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. I might. I just figured that the past, 4 days I've been live, half of my live stream has literally just been me sitting here like this. And just chilling and not doing anything. I can see that causing issues with customers getting the incorrect item. Oh yeah, the enter the quantity only thing. Yeah. I think it will be fine. It's just the problem of knowing that people are okay with just trying to speed through the thing and not actually making sure they have the correct item. I understand the reason why they did it, because some of the barcodes in produce were really hard to scan or didn't scan at all, so you had to type in the UPC manually. But if it's going to cause more people to get the wrong item, I don't think that's a good trade-off there, unfortunately. Let's see. That's so annoying. You have to say no substitution found if you do end up finding the correct item and then go back and edit. Yeah, I find it very annoying as well. Couldn't agree more, Jen. I like I said, I really don't understand why, if you don't find the right item and it doesn't like go through, and then you try to substitute it, but it's the right item, it gives you an error and says, you know, oh, you can't scan the correct item. It's like, okay, but why wouldn't the system just know it's the correct item and then, you know, let the correct item go through? You know what I mean? This doesn't make any sense. I never understood it. But hey, Walmart does some weird things, you know what I mean? You just got the digital scales in your zone. Oh wait, your Walmart's pretty small though, right? You mean you just got the scales, right? Not like the QR code thingy, right? So you're talking about, I'm assuming. The digital scales came into my market a month or two ago, I think, roughly. Like I said, I think the reason why, because I know Chuck was asking earlier why they didn't make it so that you could scan the QR code before. I was telling him that I think it's because that they just wanted to make sure that the digital scales was like all in the market before they actually pushed the update. And I think that's what it ended up happening, was they decided to get everyone in with their digital scales, and now that they're all here, they can push that QR code scan update. So let's see, I got an ad on Tip the other day because it was raining. Nice. You know that you got an ad on Tip because it was raining, or did they just add on a tip? Are you secretly a Harlem Globetrotter? Oh, why? Because of my tank top. Let's see. I'm going in a little later Friday because they have a $4 per load incentive, 3 to 10. So going in, so I'm going to try and do 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay. Is it specifically for curbside orders, or is it also, sorry, I'm a bird. Is it specifically for curbside orders, or is it your entire zone no matter what trip it is? Because lately they've been doing only $4 per curbside order. I know. In my zone. No incentives here. Yeah, me either. I got one, and it's the stupid 7 to 10 in the morning, or sorry, 7 to 8:15 in the morning one. I hate that one. It's really annoying to get it. I was just watching Howard McKitty. Oh, is that Mary's cat? It was pouring rain. I talked to customer service because nobody would bring them the order out because it was raining. So I sat there for 20 minutes. So Spark told me to contact the customers and let them know their groceries were soaking wet and if they still wanted them. So the first lady was so happy that I actually contacted her that she gave me an extra $6 and she told me she was going to just a tip. So I took the time to actually send her a message. As in, like, what? As in, like, so So, like, the dispensers wouldn't bring out orders? Why was their groceries soaking wet, though? Because they went out to get to give you the order? I'm kind of confused, Mary. But that's cool that she gave you a tip. Yeah, the people at Walmart wouldn't bring out the order because it was raining. Yeah, but how did her order get wet? Because you dropped them off? Or just because it was downpouring so hard that they were wet by the time they got in your card? Or car, not card. Yeah, curbside only? Okay. But that's all I do right now is pick up, drop off. Oh yeah, that's right, Tim. You were telling me that. Dink, what's happening, my man? My last incentive was shockingly curbside and express. You mean it was letting you do either, basically? Is what you're saying? Weird. My current incentive is only for orders accepted between 6 and 7? You mean the first hour of the day? The time of day where you can only get express shops is the incentive you have? That's crazy. Mine's at least the first curbside drop. Because the first guy came out and he stood there staring at the crates, not knowing what to do. Everything got so. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, what do you mean? Then 10 minutes later, another guy came out and said, "Do you still want your order?" That's so weird. Why did they? I wonder if they did that on purpose to hope that you would reject it. That's so strange. Why would they purposely let the order get wet? I don't like delivering groceries. It's really not that bad. Apparently you just have a crappy Walmart. I haven't seen an incentive in weeks. I mean, I've seen incentives. Most of them are the morning incentive. I have seen 1 or 2 curbside 3 to 10 orders, but with my market getting flooded with newcomers, I'm not getting a whole lot of incentives there, so. But the Spark Pay sucks you in, Mary. Facts. Big facts. My guys, I'm assuming that said my guys at Walmart are great. Yeah, okay. We've caught up. Dink, I don't know if you've done any Spark in the past couple days, but shopping orders now. You enter the quantity for produce, and if you have to weigh anything, you can now scan the QR code on the digital scale. At least I'm assuming it's most markets now. Today I saw the update. It's funny though, because the Spark driver that works the same exact zone as me said that he doesn't have an update, and it's still the same for him where he has to enter the weight and scan the QR code on produce. So I don't know. I think I like the scan the QR code on the weight. The thing I don't like is not having to scan the barcode on things that are very similar, and sometimes some produce kind of ends up like overlapping or crossing, and that's the one thing I think people are going to have to be very wary about, is actually making sure that they pick the right item kind of deal. So I'm hoping that people realize that. Gonna eat my enchiladas. Sounds good. I got a few other things to talk about, and then we'll just be chatting, I think, basically, for a little bit. See if other people are gonna pop in and say hello and potentially chat along and stuff. But so here is another thing I wanted to bring up. Oh yeah, that's right, you were working yesterday. And I forget, you know what I mean? I forgot. So my intro outro logo and banner. Here is like an update on that. I currently have someone working on a logo currently. It is actually, she hasn't been in here in a couple of lives, but the Flynadian, if you guys remember her son's girlfriend is going to try and make me a logo. She said it is more like a hobby for her. So, you know, she's not super confident. She's nervous. I told her, you know, it's not a big deal. If it doesn't work out, we'll go somewhere else. Like, maybe I'll ask Tim to make me a logo. Tim, if it doesn't work out, you're my backup, my man. But so that's where we're currently at with that. If someone is interested in making an intro or an outro for me, you know, that's on the table as well. However, I have been kind of like just messing around in CapCut, trying to make something kind of cool by myself. So far, I'm only working on an intro right now. I haven't even tried an outro yet because I have no idea what I'm doing. I've also Googled like intro outro templates, and I might use some of those, but like I'm trying to be original in quotation marks as I use templates from CapCut. So is it really that original? No, not really. But if someone is interested, I will pay for the work as well. I'm not, you know, expecting free stuff for you from you. But hey, you're only the second choice because I didn't realize you did graphic design before I had already got someone else to work on it. So yes.
Where's the lens thing? Because I'm trying to measure it for the bag, but I couldn't find it in the car.
It's in the car.
Where in the car?
If it's not in the like middle of the console, it's probably on the streaming phone.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, you're only second choice because one, I didn't know you did graphic design, and two, I technically was already having someone work on it. So, well, if you want to make an intro and outro for me, that's always on the table. I know I probably am gonna have to work on it myself because I don't know how much money I'd really want to spend on something like that, but I know that if I really want something crazy, I would probably have to pay a decent amount of money for it, and we're just not there to where I do it, so I should probably really just do it myself and figure it out, you know what I mean? So yeah, logo is being worked on right now by someone. An intro and outro, I'm kind of working on it myself, but it's kind of more like a, you know, mess around with keys until something kind of looks cool, basically. And then the banner is probably just going to be whatever my logo is, and then with my name next to it, and then probably just a background color, unless you guys think it really should be something different. I don't have any problem with just, you know, keeping it simple, having my logo in the background, and then just putting my YouTube username in the background of it. What next should we talk about? Oh, well, for those of you who, well, I've done some video work, not a lot, okay. Well, if there's any interest, like I said, I probably couldn't pay a lot, so you're probably out of my budget in terms of payment-wise. But anyways, the next thing I wanted to bring up is, since we are pretty close to 500 subs, you know, that brings in members, super chats, and what was the other thing? I think it's like shopping, like if you have merch or something, but, you know, you can create links yourself and just link to something else. Super chats are obviously, you know, one thing. The thing I wanted to bring up is, I'll probably create a poll, but are people interested in me creating a members like subscription? I just don't know that I bring enough content or enough like cool stuff or like extra stuff to really warrant a members subscription. The only thing I can really think of to create a member subscription for is to let people see the video a day early before the regular subscribers. And even then, I don't really think it should be, more than the minimum, which I think is, $1 or whatever, for members. Another thing that maybe I could do is, have someone work on some like emojis that are specific to members or something. But I just don't know, with me coming up on 500 subs, if there's really call or need for the members part of the milestone, if that makes sense. The main goal is basically just to hit the 1,000 mark and then the 4,000 watch hour mark to get the watch ads from you guys, because that's free from everyone and stuff like that. Just do 99 cents. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like there's a point to really make a 99-cent membership. I don't know. I'll maybe do a poll. I'll probably do a poll on it. Currently I'm just like, does it really make sense to really make a members only section? But so that's that. And then the one and only other thing that I really have to talk about before we kind of, just open up the chat to just chill and talk for a little bit is where do I kind of see the future of the channel going? So currently, this is crazy support. I love each one and every you guys, and I do truly mean that. Thank you all from the very beginning to the time you have been now, whether that's a long time or a little bit of time. I could not continue this channel without you guys. I've said it plenty of times, and I will say it again. I don't think he's ever been, if he's been in a live, he's never said anything. And if he's continued to watch my videos, he's awesome. But Steve, I don't remember what his last name is. We found out one time while Chuck was on chat. I went to his video and slowly watched that part to see where the message was of the live chat replay, to see who the name was who mentioned me. But then Jen commenting on my YouTube video, and of course Chuck putting me as a guest star in his video, you guys kind of pushed me forward to keep going, because I think I worked for about a month starting the YouTube channel of doing Spark videos and stuff like that. And I was burnt out because I put way too big of expectations into this, in terms of I should get a crap ton of subscribers, which even I knew subconsciously that's the dumbest thing you can think of to say, unless you have some sort of crazy personality to really boost your ratings. And I'm so relaxed and deep voice that I don't have an upbeat super crazy personality, that it kind of just doesn't have any I don't know, spice to it. But I just want to thank you guys so much for getting me to where I am, because like I said, I couldn't do it without you guys. In terms of future for the channel, if any of you guys have suggestions of what you would like to see from the channel, whether that be video ideas, if we want to start doing giveaways, there's not a whole lot I can do in terms of giveaways yet, but when I hit 1,000 subs and we start making some money, obviously it's not going to be a lot of money, I would like to do some giveaways for just you guys showing support and appreciation. I would like to say that I think that that this channel will grow quite well from here on out in terms of what we're doing together. And like I said, if you guys have any video ideas, or I know there's a couple people who are going to start doing some reaction videos on their gig worker channel. I don't know if you guys want to see that or something. Obviously, if people are doing some reaction videos, maybe obviously if I'm watching someone's YouTube video on a gig worker, I'll probably send them an email and say, hey, can I react to your YouTube video, to make sure that they don't copyright strike me or something like that. But I know some people are doing that, or looking at Reddit and reading stories on Reddit and stuff like that from the gig worker community. Just other things to say. And if you don't want to say it on chat, you don't have to say it on chat right now, but just keep that in mind. If you guys, think of any like cool kind of videos that you want to see, just let me know. You can email me, or if you haven't already joined the Discord channel, I don't think I think it popped up a little bit ago. Bring it up in the Discord. You can private message me on there, or even put it in the Discord channel as well. So definitely do that for sure. Other than that, I don't think I had a whole lot else for the future of the channel. Like I said, I appreciate you guys a lot, and sticking with me, coming through the live streams, just watching my videos in general helps out quite a bit. I do think I found my, I want to say like niche, or kind of like random way to get people to click on my videos, and that's by putting a question at the start of my video. And doing that. So I think that is what is helping me get some extra clicks and some extra watch hours. I think the video I just posted tonight, I think that video is going to do well, mainly because I ranted in it, and talked about the new update a little bit. But we'll see. Only time will tell in terms of that. As we get more subs, more you guys can give me more views and likes right away once I post a video. So that will, in turn give me more traction to post or get out to more people. So what I missed while I was talking, we're here, Drew. It's all about supporting each other. Thanks, Duke. I totally agree. Couldn't agree more, man. Stop right now. Don't do that. You're doing good, man. I'm not here bashing myself. I'm just stating the facts of, like, if you notice, a lot of creators are either like a few things. Either they have an upbeat personality, two, they're on the older side of me. I'm not saying that, by the way, in terms of like bashing anyone who's older who's doing gig work, but I told, who was it? I think it was Sheila. People my age do not think that someone who is older than us, so I'd say 40s and older, can do as much work as people that are my age. And so whenever they see people post gig work, they're like, oh, it's an older person. I'm curious to see what they think about gig work. I know that some of you are probably like, nah, that's not true, but I swear to God, it is definitely a thing where people who are older than me are definitely tuning in because of said thing. So talking to each other about how they are and stuff. Yep. But yeah, so that's another thing too, forgot to mention. The not any of the next couple videos, but there's gonna be one video that I do upcoming that I'm going to basically take. I'm not gonna take every order, but I'm gonna take a lot of the orders, and even if they're mediocre, I'm just gonna have like 100% like up here like vibe or whatever, in terms of like, oh yeah, this order was crazy and it was only like $5 or something like that on a DoorDash order or something like that. And because people who do have the upbeat personality, almost every single video, there's almost at least a couple parts, or at least one part in their video where like they've been sitting for 2 hours, or they've rejected in the past 20-30 minutes like all these trash orders or whatever. And I just thought it'd be funny if like, well, what if I did upbeat, but I did upbeat no matter what order I got and like took or whatever. I just think that video it'd be very cringy, but I think it'd be kind of funny to do, because everyone would be really confused, because it'd be like, that order's trash, why'd you take that, or whatever, stuff like that. But I think it would gain a lot of good hate, if that makes sense. But that's currently what I think. So Dink's ready to do another 13 and a half hours with me. Dude, I don't even remember I don't think I've done more than 9-10 hours in the past at least couple of weeks. So I haven't even done that long of a shift. I think the last long shift was with you, Dink. I believe it was, honestly. I don't think I've done a shift that long since, because that was like right before summer slowdown hit, and right before summer slowdown hit, I kind of split up my days a little more, so I didn't have to work as hard on the weekend. So they would think I've lost my mind. Oh, about the just going crazy or whatever. Everyone would be like, what is Drew thinking? Well, and see, that's why I think it would generate a stupid amount of views, at least a little bit of clicks, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have to be like, it wouldn't, have to gain a lot of watch time, but it'd be funny to watch, some of the subscribers who never join the lives and then see me be like, frig yeah, $15 for 10 miles or whatever the hell, you know what I mean? When it's like slow and, just be extra hype. And then I'm going to throw like really weird ass like transitions into it. It's going to take me a while, and I'm sure I'm going to be burnt out as crap when trying to do it, but I think it's going to be funny. I did 11 yesterday, but went by so fast because of how busy it was. Well, I'm glad it was busy for you, because goddamn, it was not for me. I worked 5 hours yesterday. I made $40. Yeah. Granted, I could have probably gotten closer to 75, 100, but still, even then, not very good. My first couple hours, I saw okay curbside orders, but I didn't take them. I think in DoorDash I did $16. So I did 3 DoorDash deliveries, and then I did 1 curbside order for $24, 3 drop, going 10 miles. So even that order wasn't that good, but I took it because I wasn't getting anything. And then I sat there doing nothing afterwards, and then I went back out around 4:30, I think. Yeah, no. I came out for the 4 o'clock drop, so 3:45, and I didn't get an order. Actually, I got 1 order. It was a $7 1 drop for 6 miles. That's all I got that hour for that curbside order. The busiest hour, that's all I got, was 1 drop. $7, 6 miles. I was pretty pissed. And then the next hour, there was literally 1 other person in the curbside lot with me, and that was the only curbside order person that I saw. Unless it was people who got orders that weren't in the curbside lot with me, which is possible, but there was literally only 1 other person in with me, and I was like, okay, good, I got a chance. It's, it should be really busy at, 5 o'clock drop, and I didn't get anything, and I was like, well, what the hell? And then I watched 2 other people pull into the lot, right around the time of the curbside drop, or the curbside pickup, not the drop. And I watched the 45 hit. Neither one of them moved. I was like, that's not a good sign right there. That can't be a good sign. So I went home. So I worked 5 hours yesterday. I think I made $40. Yeah. Today I worked 7.5, I think, and made probably $1.70. That sounds about right. So today was a little better, but it really wasn't that much better. So this week has been rough. Let's see. I just totaled my hours this week. I only did 18 total this week. I think I'm at 25, I think that's what I'm at. I can't look right now because I got you guys on my phone, so otherwise I'd tell you. But hopefully the next 3 days I can work some 8, 10, if it's really busy, some 13-hour shifts, because I really need it apparently. So I got an alert today also that my zone was busy, but wanted to take today off and going out again tomorrow. Huh. Apparently I should drive the 2 hours to Bemidji Dink. Sometimes it's up and down at others. You do very well in your area. I tell all kinds of people about you. Well, thank you. I'm sure you've gained me quite a few subs, Duke. Nah, I do, but I always tell myself, and you know, I want to say it's true, but it's also the summertime, so I do also think it's my, me just thinking that it's actually my videos. Like, yeah, I've had, thousands of views now or whatever. I think we just passed 30,000 views in total. So, there's, the subconscious mind of thinking like, oh, I just screwed myself and just had a crap ton of people come to my zone because they saw that I'm doing good in my zone, and that's what's screwing it up. But let's be real, it's probably just because it's, summertime. So, but that is so weird. I got a $7 one drop at that time also. Yeah. What time was that again? I forgot. The 4 o'clock drop? Oh yeah, that's right. Can't remember the miles though. Mine was like 6. It was really bad. Made 175 in 7 hours on DoorDash. That's pretty damn good for DoorDash, I would say. Unless you average better in your market for DoorDash. But it's very hard to average more than 20. 25 is like really pushing it, I feel like, on DoorDash. But if you're in a good market for Spark, you can easily average 25, pushing 30, depending on if your market is really good. I've had a couple weeks where I've averaged like 35 an hour the entire week, which is sometimes crazy. So my dispensers told me it was going to be busy all weekend. Why? Because of graduations, probably? Or why is your week and weekend going to be so busy? Yeah, maybe I have to drive Dink's zone and just work in his zone. I'm going to have to go to bed after this and drive the 2 hours before your Walmart opens and just work all day in your zone. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That would be way too much work. Way too much work to drive to your zone and deal with that. Summertime slowdown is a real thing in the gig economy. That's something I know is a fact. Big facts. Yep. Chris was saying he got a part-time job. I don't know if he's still here, but I'm really hoping that Spark doesn't slow. Oh, it's Father's Day weekend. Oh, duh. Okay, there you go. Wonder why my area is not that busy then. I mean, like I said, we've had a lot of new drivers, so that's probably really why that it's not really that busy. But okay, Mary, thank you. That makes a lot of sense. Like I said, I really hope that Spark keeps me or makes it so that I make enough money weekly so I don't have to get a part-time job, so I can keep grinding stuff out with you guys and doing stuff. Only time will tell. So far, we're doing okay. I am at 530, I think, for the week or something. I don't know. I'd have to add it up again. But we, like I said, I still need like $800 more roughly this week, just because I ended up being like $280 short last week. So we're kind of like running into some potential issues there in terms of that. But yeah, I guess that's basically all I really had in terms of talking points today. So basically at this point, it's kind of just a chit-chat and chat. If anyone has any questions about Spark, I know a lot of you have done, tons of a lot of you have done Spark enough to where you don't probably need to ask me any questions. But if you have any questions about Spark, you're more than welcome to ask me, and I'll try to answer the best that I can, or chat will also try to answer the best he can. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Dink got a package from Mary. Awesome. Cool. Mary, when are you sending me a package? Come on now. I'm just kidding. I will love to see you open the package tomorrow, Dink. Be great to see. No address? I have a P.O. box. I've literally had an address in my bio for probably a month and a half, 2 months at this point. Yeah, I made a poll about it, about whether or not I should get a P.O. box, and then I made another community post about the fact that I opened one, and like, here was the address. Mary, I'm just teasing you, by the way. Don't worry about it. Don't send me anything. I was just giving you crap that wasn't real. I was just saying I do technically have one. It's in my. I think I put it in. No, I didn't. Do I put it in my description of my videos now too? I don't think so. But I do have it in my bio. So I'm at about $23 per hour right now. Per hour for the last 2 weeks, just on the pickup drop off. Not bad for the first 2 weeks doing. Yeah, I would say so. I'm still also doing okay. I'm at about, like I said, $22 an hour, which is good. It just means I'm gonna have to work harder for the rest of my money, because that probably means I have to work probably at least another 25-ish. No, I need $800, so we'll just say $20 an hour. So I would need to work 40 more hours. Is that right? That's not how that works. Yeah, it would be, actually. 40 hours? Yeah. If I was doing 20. Yeah, let's do 20 to 10. That's still 36 hours? Okay. Well, okay, I'm not looking very good. If the weekend doesn't pick up for me. But 800 divided by 3, I need to make about 266 in the next 3 days. It is more like 280. So, oh, whoops. So 280, so it's actually 780. So 260 a day. It's doable. It's gonna be really hard. I'm probably gonna have to work open and close shifts with the way the start of the week has been going. So, hey, you got barbecue sauce from Macy's? That is true, and it was good. I don't think I've used all of it yet, but I've used quite a bit of it. So, let's see. What does it say? How do I get to the beginning of my CapCut video? Swipe the cursor on the bottom and go back to the beginning. Is that the swipe the cursor? Are we talking about on the desktop or on the phone? Because otherwise you just swipe with your finger. But if you're using a laptop or a computer, you just move your cursor over to the start of your video and then you click on it. The Big Drewski, best delivery guy in the USA. Yeah, is that what we're saying? On phone, I do not know. I think you just hold and, slide your finger back over to the beginning, I believe. So, yes. Thank you. Am I gonna have to put this back out there?
I don't want to walk back out to the garage. You can carry it out with you tomorrow.
Okay. Nieces, what's up? We missed you today. Hope you're doing all right. Chilling, hanging in there. No, it's adding stuff. It's not working now. I gotta redo the whole thing. Is it actually, or do you have the issue of like the green screen of death or whatever? Yeah, you could also tap the undo button if it's adding stuff. Or if that's not what's happening, you could always just cut it out. Or if the undo button isn't working, you could just cut it out. No, they're all just spread out into little frames, and I don't know what I'm doing. Just feeling bad. You don't have to feel bad, unless you meant sick. Then I hope you feel better, if that's what you meant. Yeah, we were all like, huh, Nieces hasn't come in and said anything yet. We at first thought you were potentially lurking, but I was like, I don't believe that she would have lurked for that long. So I was like, she's not in. Yes, okay. Well, hope you feel better. Hope you feel, or feeling better, I should say. And feel better tomorrow as well. You make those frames bigger so you can see them. Yeah, hold control on your computer and then hit the plus symbol while you're holding control. Or you can do control and if you have a mouse, slide up on your mouse and it will make your frames bigger. Either one should be good to go. Oh, I guess one thing I can do, and it's probably gonna be really cringy that I do it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, so you guys know how I said I was like messing around with like intros or whatever and stuff. So I have this. I'm gonna hide this stuff. So I have these like transitions or whatever on my screen, like on CapCut. Like here are some of the the like green screens that you could use, and so like here's like one of them is like that. Otherwise, there's also like this option. I originally had put this under it, under like this stuff, so it was like, so it's something more like this. But I don't know if that on either one of those really looks good. So I like took them out and stuff. Oops. But like, I don't know. I was like thinking about putting like some music to it or something, but like where it's like welcome to, and then it like somehow fades out maybe faster than that or something, and then it pops up with Drew's Park Adventures. I don't know. I don't know what would be good to throw in there and what kind of like weird music to throw in there. Hey Presley, how's it going? How it be, my good man? Presley makes you laugh. Why? Because he calls me Young Red. He calls me Young Red. I'm just waiting for the day he decides to come in here and call me Young Blood. I like that in a comic font. The comic font? Is that an actual font, or are you just saying Comic Sans? Is that what you're saying? Comic Sans MS? Maybe Comic Sans bold? Maybe that's weird. Damn it. No, I don't. Why is it so weird? I don't think it's the... Might be. I might have to take the thing off. It's a little blurry. I don't know why it's like this. Shouldn't look like that. I don't know that's... I probably shouldn't do bold. Oh, it literally doesn't look any different. Never mind. Is it because... Hold on. No, that's not it. Weird. Strange. Oh, is it not changing? Because I'm stupid. Is that why it's not changing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. I'm done. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if that's it. Probably not the bold one. Look at all these crazy ass. Something like in a comic book. Let me look up comic book font. See if I can find something cool. I want like. Wonder if that actually exists in here. Oh. Do I pay for CapCut? Oh, you mean like their pro version or whatever? No, I don't use their pro version. I don't do enough like crazy edits or anything like that that warrants me to, you know, do it. There's this weird ass font. I don't really think that's comic though. I think that's more like, I mean, kind of is. Oh, it's kind of like, I don't know. Anyways, let me catch up with chat and then I'll keep messing with it. You have a nice monitor, Drew. You like that curved screen? Hell yeah, I do. Curved screen, baby. Yeah, it's actually a Walmart brand curved screen. So, it works pretty nicely. It's pretty sure it's should tell me on here, I think, right? Yeah, it's got 165 hertz. So, drawn by hand look. Okay. Then Ding's asking if I pay for CapCut. Yeah, I don't pay for CapCut. How much is CapCut Pro? I don't even know. $9.99 a month. Oh, this is probably... It's actually $14 a month, but I'm assuming first purchase is... What the hell is the difference? What? Anyone else kind of confused? Look at this. It says monthly, yearly, and then 1 year? Huh? What? I'm so confused. What the frig is different than yearly and 1 year? Huh? So if you buy the CapCut year subscription, at least the first time around, it's $7.50 a month. That's not bad. Even the yearly is $10.80. We'll say $11 a month. It's not horrible. I just don't know that I would feel like it's worth it. You know what I mean? I just don't think it makes sense for me to use it since I don't do crazy transitions like you, Dink, or... I mean, you don't do that crazy of transitions. You do more transitions than me, though. But... Yeah, you have an example of the intro and outro. How about the logo? No, because I'm not the one working on the logo. And the intro and the outro, those were both supposed to be potentially an intro thing. So I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't know what I want to do yet. But I think, I don't know if those transitions look really weird, like for an intro. Like it's kind of cool, but it doesn't really work fully either in terms of what I'm looking at. So I don't know. Good question, Nick. I've been wondering if it's worth it. Oh, CapCut Pro? Yeah, I can't unfortunately give you any determining factor. If you guys want to ask someone, ask the Mad Dasher. I know he uses CapCut Pro. Now I said it out loud and now I'm thinking I'm wrong. I'm like almost 99% positive he uses CapCut Pro. So if you guys want to ask anyone, ask the Mad Dasher. He would know if he thinks it's worth it, because he has it currently, to my knowledge. So, yeah, that's cool. I like it. Try it, play with it. Okay, I'll look into it. Maybe I'll bring another text word up or whatever and mess around with it and see if I find something that makes more sense. Do you game at all on it? My computer? Oh yeah, for sure. You kidding me? Duke, you haven't even seen my full setup, my guy. I'm a 3-monitor crazy guy, and then you can barely see it, but the mic that I use to there we go. The mic I use to record the Spark intro guide is like an actual professional mic. The only reason why I have a professional mic is because I was going to originally do voice acting when I was younger, but I couldn't get the like pops and the S's and the stuff like that out of my recordings enough to where it would sound professional. So I kind of like quit doing it, basically. Kind of medieval. Yeah, okay. Free. Oh, CapCut free, yeah. So those weird transitions are available to me as well. Yeah. So if you go on to CapCut here, Dink, and go to, if you go to library, it's library, and then click on green screen, you can see different things here. There's pro versions of green screens, but then there's just regular things here that aren't. So like this flame, like explosion or whatever, if I click on it, you can click on that and use it as a green screen. And then if you use it, and so like I'll pull it out here and I'll click on it. If you use it, in order to get rid of the green screen here, you go over to your side here, you click this cutout button, and then click the chroma key, I think, right here, hit this dot, and then click it one more time, and then just hover over the green screen, click on it, and then it goes away, and then you can change like its strength. So like if I change the strength of the cutout or whatever, it's gonna change it more. But obviously as you do more intensity, it's obviously gonna get rid of the colors that are like, closely related to green. If you wanted to get the pro version so you could mess with it a little more, they do technically have a like clean up edge button down here, but it's only for pro users. So like it will show you them like cleaning up the edges, but it still isn't like, obviously super great. So like, I don't know, you could do something like that or something, but I don't know. I didn't really like the flame because I thought about using it, but I didn't think it made a lot of sense for me to really use it. But yeah, so it's just a lot of, mess around, see with what you kind of like or what you don't like kind of thing. So yeah. Let's see, where am I? Do welcome to in Comic Sans. Do your name in Pokemon font. You can do Spark in the Walmart font. Yes, because Pokemon font and Walmart font exist. What do I play? Lately, it's been a lot of Teamfight Tactics from League of Legends. I don't know how many of you know what League of Legends is. I'll pull the the screen up for the game League of Legends. I am kind of getting back into the regular game of League of Legends, but lately I've just been kind of annoyed with playing that game, so I don't really play it anymore. But yeah, so I play. Well, I thought it was going to load a little faster than that. Of course, it takes 30 years for it to load. Okay, here we go. Yeah, League of Legends, it's a MOBA. But so that's what I play generally on the PC. I kind of played what was I gonna say? Valorant for a little bit. Played that a little bit, and then not a whole lot of other games. I've gotten older and I kind of just stopped trying new games and playing new games because it's just, I don't know, not worth my time really. But what kind of mic is it? I used to record music way back in the day. Well, the thing it's plugged into is a Focusrite. I know it's like it's not an old Focusrite, but obviously it's a little bit of a older one. And then it's an Attica, I think, or something like that. See you later, Dink. I'll probably see you tomorrow and you're live, I'm sure. But yeah, so I know it says it on here somewhere. It doesn't say what model though. Oh, Audio Technica is what it's called. Couldn't freaking say it for the life of me, apparently. But yeah, that's what it is. It's Audio Technica. So that is what I got for a mic. I'm offering each one of you $1 million to stop doing gig works. You know, that's tempting, man. That's tempting. Tempting for sure, Bermuda. Open Shot and Shotcut are both free open source video editing software. I don't know what those are, but okay. Interesting. Good to know. I'll stick with CapCut. Sweet. Second Nightbot. You want the logo before you do the intro and outro? I mean, yeah, no, I could create one. If the intro is, or if the logo is so off that I will need it, then maybe. But you don't need to have your logo in your intro. So, I mean, I don't know. You don't need it to be there, but you could for sure. All right, caught up on chat. Anyone else got any questions for moi or stuff to talk about? Questions, comments, concerns? Play any COD? I have played COD on the PC. Recently, no. I know when I was younger, I played Modern Warfare 2 very heavily. So. Just kind of going through these other weird fonts. It's crazy how many fonts there are. you decide to get back into it, let me know. We should link. I will tell you right now, Duke, because I'm assuming you're talking about Call of Duty Warzone. I can tell you right now that I am very bad at COD. I used to be very good on it. Granted, I played on console, so that's not saying a whole lot in terms of my skills. But I will tell you right now on PC, I am not very good. So if you do want to play, I'm fine with playing COD. I just haven't played it in forever because I do find it more interesting if I had someone to play with. But I'm not very good at it. I am very bad at it. So just a heads up. I'm fine with downloading it again and, running some games with you, but I am very bad at it. Oops, that's not right. What? I didn't copy. There we go. I like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Doesn't matter to me, man. It's all for fun. You get better as you go. You would think that, but I definitely did not get better as I went. Let's see here. Trying to choose some fonts for you guys to look at. Give me your guys' opinions on it. Four 453. That's the code to get to Tyson Presley. There's also a game out called Duck Hunt. Very realistic. There's also a weird game called, I think it was just called Duck Game. And, where a bunch of ducks just shooting each other. That game was interesting. fontmeme.com/Pokemon-font. Oh boy. See, the problem with that tornado is I think that I would get copyrighted. So, I don't know that I could use that. Okay, look at the screen while you click on it. We stare at you all day already. I don't know. I think that would get me copyrighted, to be honest. I think that would be an infringement on Pokemon's like copyright and shit. Presley, he doesn't know about these games. That's rude, dude. Probably more of his parents, Jen. Probably. Probably. Looks so bad and good at the same time. It's so weird. Alright, well, I do believe that, a lot of people have dipped out for the night. I do think we're going to go ahead and call it then. Thank you guys for joining, chit-chatting on the Weekly Night Live on Thursday, of course. I will see you guys tomorrow. I think we'll probably shoot for the afternoon time-ish. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a great rest of your night. See you later. See you tomorrow.